Hey guys, welcome back to my channel AG Motion Designs, and in today's video we are going to create this amazing and creative background animation inside of After Effects without using any third-party plugin. And if you like my tutorials, then please consider to subscribe this channel and share this video as much as you can. Also hit the like button so it will motivate me to create more and more content like this. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So here we are in Adobe After Effects. Let's create a new composition. I'll call it as main animation. Width is 1920, height is 180, frame rate is 30, and duration we will increase the durations to 30 seconds, and background color is black, and simply hit OK. Then press Ctrl N to create another composition, and let's call it as simple as it is stroke, and simply hit OK. Then press G to select your pen tool, and over here stroke I'm going to choose white color, and stroke width is 5 pixels, and go to the fill and let's delete this fill. We don't want fill this for animation, and choose grid and guide option and hit on title selection. Then from here to here I'm going to create one stroke like this. Select this shape layer, press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center. Go to the align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically like this. Now select this shape layer, go to the contents, then go to the shape, then go to the stroke one and go to the stroke width, create one keyframe over here, hit U. Let's zoom in a little bit and go to around 1.20 frames, and let's make this another keyframe, and in middle of that I'm going to increase the stroke width like this, or let's make this 15 like this. So if you see, we will get this kind of animation. Now select those keyframe and hit F9. So if you see, we will get this kind of animation. Now alt click on the stopwatch and type time into, let's say, 80. Oops, sorry, we don't need that, we need to type loop. Sorry, by mistake I said that. So let's type loop out expression like this. So we will get something like this. Now right click new and create one adjustment layer. Go to the effect and presets panel and search for turbulence displays like this, and now we will alt click on this evolution tab, and then we need to type time into 80. So if you see this, we will get this kind of animation. And now if you want, then you can increase the size of it, and if you decrease the size of it, you will get different results. So let's make this size 140, and as you can see, we are getting this kind of animation. Now hit U. Now select the shape layer, go to the effect and presets panel and search for 4 color gradient and double click to apply. Whenever you are going to apply this, as you can see, we are getting this 4 color coordinates. So let's move this one over here, this one over here, this one over here, and this one over here. Now we have this coordinate points, so create one keyframe on each point like this and hit U. Go to around 1 second. Let's click on this one. Let's move this over here, this one over here, this one over here, and this one over here. Let's go to 2 seconds. Move this one over here and this one over here. This one should be here and this one should be here. And go to around 3 seconds. I'm going to select this first keyframe and I'll simply hit Ctrl C, Ctrl V. So if you see this, as you can see, we are getting this kind of color blendings over here. Now you are free to choose whatever colors you want. I am going to choose some random colors. I am not very good at color theories, so it's okay. So we will get this kind of results, and if you want, then you can choose this color also. Let's see. Okay, now alt click on the stopwatch and type loop out expression. Hit Ctrl A, Ctrl C to copy, alt click, Ctrl V, alt click, Ctrl V, alt click, Ctrl V. So we will get this continuous animation. Select those keyframe and also hit F9 like this and hit U. So we will get this stroke animation continuously like this. Now go to the main animation and hit Ctrl 0 and bring this stroke over here. Press P for position and let's make this 10, or let's say 50. Okay, now alt click on this position. let's type open bracket square bracket, go inside this, type position, open bracket square bracket 0, let's go over here, hit comma, again type position, open and close bracket, let's type 1, go over here and type plus, and I'm going to type 10 into index. So this is the expression that we need to apply on this one. Now select this, hit Ctrl D several times, so it will create a duplicate like this. Okay, so now as you can see, we have successfully created 68 copies of this. Now let's hit go to around, let's say 10 frames, maybe select all of them, or let's go to 4-5 frames and alt close bracket, right click, keyframe assistance, sequence layers, hit OK. Let's zoom out and let's increase it, and now if you hit play, we will get this kind of animation. Now if you go downwards over here, this animation stops over here, so let's go to this point, hold alt open bracket to trim this, go to the start and let's move this over here, press V, and now if you see, we will get this kind of animation. Now let's go to the stroke. As you guys know that we have created one adjustment layer, and over here turbulence displace effect is applied, so simply select this adjustment layer, hit Ctrl C to copy, go to the main animation and simply hit Ctrl V, so it will come over here like this. And if you want, then you can increase the wiggle amount, I mean the amount of turbulence displace, so it will vary a little bit like this. And there is another one thing that you can also do in this type of animation. You can simply go to the stroke and you can go over here, let's go inside this, go to the add menu and choose trim path, go over here and let's make this 90, so we'll get something like this. This alt click on the stopwatch of offset and type time into 80, and let's see what we will get. We will get this kind of animation. If you see in this thing in main animation, we will get something like this, but as you can see it over here, it's a little bit looks weird, so let's make this 95, or let's say 98. Also in the shape, go to the stroke and choose round cap. Let's see, we will get something like this. Now this thing is optional, it's not necessary to do, but if you think it looks good, so you can, but I personally don't suggest to do that, but this is just an extra options that I would like to show, so I'll delete this. I think this looks good to me. Yeah, now right click new and create one null object, select all the strokes and now make it a parent with this null one. Select this null one, press P for position, let's bring this over here, press R for rotation, rotate it like that, press S for scaling option and scale it so it will fit to the comp like this. Okay, hit U and you can go to the appropriate position, like whatever duration you want, like if you want 15 seconds or 16 seconds, it's totally up to you. I'll choose 15 seconds like this. It will take a little bit time to load. I mean this is half resolution. If you see this in full resolution, we will get this kind of results. Now right click, sorry, no, not over here, simply right click new, create one adjustment layer and you can apply glow effect on it, so we'll get this kind of glow. Let's increase the glow radius to 100, glow intensity 0.5, so we'll get this kind of stuff. And you can hide this thing like that. And there is another thing you can do, you can simply add another adjustment layer and you can search for effect called CC lens effect, simply double click to apply. As you guys know, we will get this kind of stuff. Even if you want this thing should be in a spherical format, I think this one also looks good. We will get this kind of stuff. If you see this in half resolution, we will get this kind of thing, but it's totally up to you because we will get some color blendings over here. So let's increase the size of this. As you can see, when I'm going to increase the size, I'll get some weird stuff like this. So I'll move this size somewhere around over here. Okay, so I think this looks good to me, and this is going to be my final animation for this one. So yep, this is how you can create this kind of abstract looking background for your any content video. So that's it for the today's video. We will see you in my next video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. If you like this tutorial, then please consider to subscribe this channel and also hit the bell icon to get more updates. Until then, stay tuned.